Okay, we're going to talk about rational exponents and radical functions. For some reason, I can't record a video into the video at the same time. I don't know what's going on. I used to be able to do that. This is going to be an introduction into this topic, so let's just get started. We're going to introduce some terms. You'll hear terms nth root. What does that mean? Well, the nth root of a number, so we'll say this number is c, it's x such that when I raise x to some power of n, I get c, right? So what does that look like in practice? We'll discuss that shortly. So we have some math symbols and some notation here we're going to explore. We have the radical, which looks like this funny long division symbol, but it's not. It's the radical. We have the index, which tells us our root, right? Our nth root. And then we have the radicand. Pronounced quickly, it's radicand. That's the number underneath the radical symbol. And we're going to use these shortly so we can see how they operate and what it is they're actually doing. So here we have a 3 in our exponent. We're saying some number to the third power is 125. To find out what the nth root, so now we're looking at what's the third root of 125, meaning what number must go here where x is located that I'm raised to the third power gives me 125. Well, we can actually solve it using factoring. I'm going to subtract 125 from both sides, and I get x cubed minus 125 equals 0. Okay. So this, I'll give you a hint, this 125 is a perfect cube, and this is a difference of cubes, so I'm going to use SOAP. X minus 5, x squared plus 5, x plus 25. And so I have one root here, x equals 5. And this is the only real root. Okay. So that's how we can use factoring to find it. This gives us imaginary roots, complex roots, because we will be graphing these at some point. Over here we have x equals the fourth root of 16. So we can do the same thing here, right? I'm going to rewrite it so it looks like this. X to the fourth equals 16. And I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. I get x to the fourth minus 16 equals 0. Okay. I can factor this. I get x squared minus 4. It's a difference of squares. X squared plus 4. This can be further factored into x minus 2 and x plus 2. This cannot be factored. It gives me complex solutions. So I have two real zeros. X is 2 and x is negative 2. And this is correct. If I take 2 and I multiply it times itself 4 times, I get 16. Also, if I take negative 2 and multiply it times itself 4 times, I get positive 16. So this is just an introduction, surface view of what it is we're going to be doing and some terminology. In the next video, we're going to be exploring these math processes a little deeper.